page boy, best men, depending on how rich you are, best men, best women.
Right,
I can say, baby, your venue, we excited. Now that day of the wedding, look how excited people get. But then you see, when you are getting excited at the wedding day, don't forget and ask yourself, is my wedding going to sustain in my marriage? Naturally, say, wedding I'm here, your name, what do you mean? And then the jam way. Is it going to be the same in my marriage? We have time to plan for our weddings, but we don't spend time to plan for our marriage. That is one of the greatest problems. If you have divorce, it will be by your wedding 6 months, 1 year. One planning. They want to have a crazy wedding. Where they will be done. That be I will be wedding, especially I want to say they the top class. But I say, is your marriage also going to be an example and a top class marriage? If no, then we are saying that to have a successful marriage and relationship, somebody number one must plan. Now me ba mechinma can say be number one, prayer does not guarantee a successful marriage.
Empire bebrebe no sofo pa kire say eno entimi ma wawade enye yi
obocham ye asofo bi awade egu Archbishop bi di egu your krom ebi mu very anointed bomawa, and I'm telling you
counselors awade egu
oh me back so be here do say adwuma yeah
cause
your krom see talent and gift is not the same as marriage, because see marriage is not just a gift, you need to work it to make it. Mami start TB. You say obi awade na agiri ye ne say awade nyame na hwe so nti ye time bomb pie awade ho, but ye time plan awade ho. Then I am saying that to have a successful marriage and then relationship, number one, you need to have a plan.
It is something you work on.
You
Danny then you know 2 1
me bacho. What prayer to any and awade good. If prayer is what makes marriage successful, prayer tower from Komewi. As so far, they are so anointed and gifted. What can I put your cripple when you're free? Open the eyes of God, receive your healing, brah. Now, what do you I know a lot of pastors are hearing. Maybe you see sex toys. Most of them are not happy. They are not excited. And they wish they are out. They cannot even express themselves to people in public. Even their friends. Because, oh, cocaine. They could be a public figure. As also for. But marriage in the ninja. So what we are saying is that to have a successful marriage is not number one by prayer. Not by fasting. Number one, you need to work it and plan it.
Unya botres edwene ho. Ede nneoma toto ba bia wo se eda. Na mo mienu no motena se efa adwene ye wo ha
me be ma odi foforo odi fo a chia me eti yeah no credit that one say odi a kire bi obi a wo be wade a wan plan won say na no na look hom ma no na Yesu kasa no Yesu say odansifo bi abesi dan a they sit to plan.
Exactly.
They calculate and they put into consideration the amount sikadodo ahwea cement and was say one nyini sa now fears yes we see that no ahwefo no wo we say we see that no mom wan wi a won besero yes to us no say wo and our soldier for kontoko they don't have any strategy, they don't plan at all. Or sorry I no afa tuo no afa pistol no afa we they are because kumata they have a plan. And so therefore you need to understand that to have a successful marriage you need to have a plan. You need to plan for a success, because marriage is a journey and not just a time.
Marriage is a journey
and not just a time. It's a 24 hours a long years. It's not oh what it just one day and you one day person within 3 hours of marriage. Now to be the 1 year plan here. Now me say 40 years of marriage. What do how many days in their planning? Think about it. Even now now we're going all over the world because we have no plan. Now remember that I'm going to live with you with plan, not by time. It's in the Ababani. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 years, it was full of excitement. Suddenly, why a board? When in June, there's no plan. Yeah, would that number know that Mayere? Near Soriano upon your good morning. We are Daben Abusa, we didn't say, what is your plan for the day? Plan. If you are telling me plan is not good for marriage, then I'm telling you that even God planned before he created you. Number 2, heaven is hell. You be called that. So when you heaven and you hell, it is already planned. John 14. What are you talking about? And son of flood, best say we are see in the days of Noah, God decided to give Noah measurements. Hey, plan. The greatest companies on earth that are successful, they have planned. How many years have you planned for your marriage to enjoy it? And planning, it doesn't become just how you want it. You need to have a plan with your fiancé or fiancée. Sit down, talk about it. Charlie, what is the plan? The next 10 years to come, what are we going to achieve? Plan. Successful. You are wasting time. Trust me. If you cannot apply sense to prayer, your prayer is in vain. You can pray all your life. If you don't have sense and you cannot plan, you are a waste material. So life, number 1, is about planning. Do you know why you go to bank and you save money? It's because you are planning for your life. I don't know when you're boom, 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 boom. You are saving because you think that I should plan. A good man leaves inheritance for his children. Plan. If you cannot plan for your marriage, you can never enjoy it. 10 years, 20 years. It is not just by the grace of God. Planning is part of marriage. Number 2, work. Every successful marriage, the 2 companions, the 2 spouses, they've worked their marriage out. And you better say what? But we have decided to work together. We work our attitudes together to make sure that in other words, marriage is not just 100 and 50-50. We put it together, we get 100. 1 + 1, 2. So marriage is also a work. In fact, we use a work. Marriage is work. You cannot sit. Listen, God gives you a woman, a man, as a raw material. You make them to become your expectation, not God's expectation. Eti nyamedi wo ba mamia send your what you say me pen I love you. Or the ba mamia send your what you say me pen. So what we do is that I want to frame you, create you, and then you become my expectation. What will say me many swadi hunu onu na ni swadi hunu me pese me kun ko ye gentle okasa kama on pen na fufo bebre e many swadi hunu. God will not come down and make my husband to become many swadi. I need to work.
And I say your man no ko ho atwea.
And I'm making.
So ready be ma me penny. Ye ne say ma me.
Ma make is after prayer, even if you the woman, you are bad attitude, the man will not change. Change does not come from the man you are praying for. Change start with the one who is doing the prayer. You see, I become what my partner expects, and then suddenly my partner start behaving into my expectation. Edi, what am ye? Yes, I'm a year wo ba be penwa. Mimi su. Edi adansi man say, "O to me kram bia na no kan kire me say kwase abeba." Da hwebi mani mo duma no. So yam ye. But me, yeah, kwase aba we abusuafo we dem seremo eda internet nti ye man be nyini, but me ka asem Ghana kwase aba fuji. O hwe odi osu ni mabro. Ada wajimi na ye me sa na na.
Exactly.
It is because of how I communicate. If I want to have a good wife in the house, I need to become a good husband. It does not happen by prayer, because marriage is not just a gift, it is a work.
And no, because if you want marriage material, you have to become a marriage tailor.
No, that is the truth. Number 2, so number 1, plan. Number 2, work. Number 3, commitments.
Stay committed.
If you are not ready to be committed to a relationship or to marriage, please don't start it. Nipa mienu ebe nantia bom etu anamon abobra bom yemienu yenye ya adwene se yebe ya adwene nkoro sunsum koro honam koro na ya nantia bom. No matter the challenges that we meet in that our marriage, we're going to overcome and forget it. That So marriage does not just get up and by luck and by wish and then by dream. You must work it to make it so that it becomes. And the last one, love.
Odo.
I'm telling you. Where there is love, there it rings respect. Baby, odo, I did the kind of pay. In fact, I'm sorry, big word. And you Jimmy. Send me boo, na me see me dowa. In fact, or don't me ya dowa no me boo. Eti me shall say, mean to me, ya essence me pesa obey me. Whenever you come across a spouse, Bema and Aoba, won't boo the opposite party. Check the attitude of the one we are insulting. And you know that most often there is a behavior or part in beer. Once the son will subaya, your partner cannot enjoy you. No. So therefore, if you want to have a successful marriage, relationship, number 1, plan, number 2, work, number 3, commitment, the last one, love. And above all, always check your ego as a man if you want to reign and then exercise authority in the house. Bembe biara ahantan dwe atinimu na yiri ntumi ndo ni yi.
Ahantan ni dwe.
Ego. Now, minim say we yesofo. Na ha de from Genesis to Revelation, but bia ni Bible mu a ya tro ego wom. No. It's about authority. And God gave the man authority and blessed the man and said replenish, cultivate, the day, harvest, and yes, but no ego. So where from ego? Ego is a sign of pride. Now, when we talk about ego, we are saying you are too selfish, that you want things to be done in your way. You are not a man, you are still a boy. Men are matured enough to understand that my wife is part of my life and her decisions matters.
What if the wife is not ready to ride along with the man, because the man is requesting, but the wife wants to actually function in isolation, and they will tell you that I'm doing that to prove myself to you, that I am not useless. How do you deal with somebody like that?
If we disagree, it doesn't mean I don't love you. So the fact that I don't agree to where you are going doesn't mean I don't want you to get there. Once I say I don't want you together, it means I hate you. So, what's your me person me? Yeah, Juma Bako. Near Donkoh, for example, they are Minuyi. And they go like, Obebia, Jesus. So, no, Jesus, me Jesus. God. Thank you.
That's how my copy though. Hey! Jesus. I'm so
thank you.
Yeah.
Why would some know I disagree? It doesn't mean I don't like the program.
Yeah.
So when I say no to it, you must find out why I said no. And then once you're able to understand my no, then you understand me, myself. See, the reason why some of us, we don't know our partners is because we don't understand why they said no and the yes. And when somebody says yes, don't be happy because they said yes to what you suggested. Find out why they said yes. Because sometimes some of the yes are not genuine yes, and a hypocritical yes. They just said yes because when they say no, you get angry. Thank you.
Then they feel, they feel
intimidated, inferior, they don't belong. I mean, you are a decision maker.
I guys make okay. And the assembly back.
Into my main kind of woman and Yabby, make out the all can yes, Anna Mecca. There's always some kind. There's the other some Mecca no crab a walk out at Adi and Yamsuro. But one I bet I go say, well, you bet them say, Misha and Mammy say, Mecca no crab one I bet a day. So sometimes when people say yes, find out why they said yes. Don't just agree to the yes and be happy. Some of the yeses are no in disguise. So having a successful marriage and relationship, you need to understand that your ego, you must kill it and make sure you arrange yourself well before you get to the door. And above all, and then I get up, don't use your Bible, your faith, and the God you serve as a hammer on your marriage.
Don't use your Bible, your faith, the religion that you believe in, what you belong to. As a hammer.
On your marriage, don't.
On the part of the woman or the man?
Both. If you want to have a successful marriage. Okay. Bible say, or Bible wants say, now what would you Brasiani? Who you say you Crackasa? Bible say, bro, wants say. Now can't Bible say, bro, I can say, Bible say, Miss Mendo. Bedo I mean for which? Bedo I mean yo. Mean your woman count papa no mammy. Now I can say, or chang one way, ya. I say, oh, she. Bet you ya one woo. Me man want to say ya, me, mano. Now, oh, yeah, necessary animal whom Mobocra. kejuma me dura be the rest of your life. It must say, Obi, especially when you're a man of God, go like the way the church members, respect you, they give you that reverence. You go home and your wife is like, and I know what saying, Pacho Pesi can go like, oh, you are there.
Respect what you are sorry.
Elders Dick is a booming you tipping. If you grab it now, I wouldn't move, sir. Tina, on your man, because being a yakwa touch not anointed. Judge me. Jai Jimmy. Don't use your faith, your Bible. Anyway, you need to understand that regardless of your religion, it's God who created marriage, and there are principles governing marriage, and we must follow it, regardless of your religion. So you're Christian, we are Muslim, so you're Hindu, we are Ekanka. Once you understand that God is the creator of marriage, and then we start from relationship, you need to understand that God has principles for it. If you cannot follow it, you abuse it. But if you really want to do, listen to me, you don't get good, successful marriage just by praying, just by serving God. There is a work that must be done. Thank you for today.
Na plan in him. Now Ariana Munya Huaduma, Mumia no Muntu Wanamo. Now you are not committed in the relationship, and in this case, the marriage. That's a what door anymore. Now me busa say, where are you headed? AMA and court. When here as was here, Baba. This is better late than never. Said here, D.Y. Donkoh in building successful marriages and relationships, plan is very important. Then you need to work on that plan. Plan as me no work under though. Am I right? You need to work according to that plan. Then you need to stay committed to that plan. And the love will flow naturally. Because if you have a plan for us, you have a lie. Now, so for Bako Baba Toma Kumem, because you are Bano where your bearman is so boafo. Na se bema nini bibi plan nini ho vision nini ho anamantuo nini ho na oni clear cut baby a walk kwa wudi na chi say ye den
na na me busa question say
wudi na chi say
woman you cannot see the image of a man. You are not a helper.
You are not a helper.
Or champion or question.
The question.
Obey.
Yes sir.
I said me after me pa. I didn't say I mean,
can't say name.
You have found say open you. May I dear. Meaning say me business in ye. Me part would think you pay complicated kaka. And now, me say okay, bebuami. Oba no bebuami. Okay, oba no won the business. And was me invest or on any business. But I'm sure my whole day now. And the amount now, like on all pay the the business, no end to me. Okay, me be I'm here busy. I will have say, ain't you know. Me buami me business way.
Ono ba ne so mboa.
What me business.
Ono de de wo di.
There be sika ono demand sika. Tie nie. Ono demand sika.
Na wo be ma no so demand den.
And na me niama, ya va jam wa niama. Na di bia obi peso otobia. Wo be make sure say delivery no is done. Anybody me is selfish. Me is selfish ampa. And I say because me forcing yes can na wo demand na me ni. I don't have the money.
Aye. That's only very simple. You're selfish. If you cannot support her, let her be alone. But she must not also invest in you.
And you're serious, so?
Yeah. Baby didn't who bought Bema Boa Bema. Bema, you do pemper so ye Jan. Or do me what would you see me for a morning show?
And why jammy? Shep a email.
Obeja because you are not a serious man.
When you're down.
No, I brought them all custom and just
or Obi Busa. Soften dear.
Madam Wamba.
Obi Busa question. What's the bear may be chain in fear me and sa? No, or the warrior sem abetunanim. What me worry?
Bear man, they are what dear sem. aba beto
oba nanim
bema no
na bema no che ni mfie miensa
bema ne na ase oba ne pe
bema na ase oba ne pe
but what change the 3 years
3 years
3 years that didn't change anything. Now number 1 you need to talk about stature omuni pedua no so so obeba so oba ne be wododo all we nyina na ni pedua ago na ne ebusa se bema no the suban so te sen e wo the stature mu so so wa the body cover oba na there's no problem. Number 2 it is not just about age, maturity because obu anu anyini but adwene ne wo form obu a wo sha but adwene ne wo soro. So the years doesn't matter to me, but then when it exceeds 5 years I will say no. 3 years is okay.
3 years is fine
If the man is matured they are good to go.
What to do? Johnny run away.
it shock you
Jimmy alone. Jimmy found a walk in the turkey wall I want. And what will be the next? He pushing a telephone.
as of your better was say and as when you are na when you be che bebre next week and him topic for bebe no so obechirechim no abiem no wa me yate ye ho ase e wo anuama ebi ho said ye be ya ye fie ya bra bom ya setena bibia ebeto tote o number no said ye be enkrofo bebre na ebusa on Facebook say omo person omo frewa omo be den afrew.
All right,
what the number need to be
very bad to gala 0244 51 5544 0244 51 5544 and I be so di mechi wo YouTuber Nations Counselor _official
Nations Counselor _official. DY Donkoh.
Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitter. DY Donkoh. DY Donkoh. Now Donkoh here DONKOH.
DONKOH.
Yeah.
0244 51 55 44. We are trying National Weekly Lotto. A bit matter. Every me coffee or me hana memra ni nyina ma me kwan ma me no ewie. Me chia eye obapa ahofe. Our Dallas, Texas. Otie no asan chile kan brown. Obapa jera ahofe. Nyame enso wa yem pneda. It is what it is. May the Rosie has said, may the Benduka has said, Togo Bog has said, may the DJ Rich has said. It's been Kofi Ochami and the ADT, the Angel Drive team. And my friend, if you're trying to know me inside of FM, no mumpe, we are best here, baby. Happy birthday, Nkoma Vice President Baumia. And ya won't cross